Good day, CCF fam.
I'm Jesse Perkins.
And I'm Christian Perkins, and welcome to another CCF Sunday Fast Track.
We are here today with Pastor Peter. And hello, Pastor Peter. What a wonderful message. We have a few questions we'd like to ask you.
Sure.
All right. So our first question. You mentioned earlier that God is our provider. But when we ask God for provisions, how do we make the difference between what is a want and what is a need when we ask God for these provisions?
Let me give you an example. If you need transportation, for many people, they want a nice car. They want a Mercedes-Benz. That, my friend, is a want. But you say, Lord, I need to work. I need transportation. Therefore, you trust God. Maturity will not help you appreciate what God gives you. There's nothing wrong with wanting a nice car. But the promise of God is I will provide for needs. So, once you understand that, God gives bonuses many times. He gives beyond our expectation. But just realize, He promised to take care of your food, clothing, shelter.
Thank you for that great insight. And our next question is this. At times when we can lose hope, especially during this pandemic, when there's so many problems and people have lost their jobs, how do we convince others that God is our Yahweh Yireh and that He'll provide?
Especially if you're at the receiving end, you have lost your job, and there are financial needs. But one thing I've seen, as David said, I've been young and now I'm old, yet I've never seen the righteous forsaken. From my own experience, God is faithful. I've not seen His people forsaken. Yes, you may go through times of panic. Where will I get the next meal? But I have so many stories to show you at the right time, God will provide. That's where faith comes in. If you can see everything, you don't need faith. Faith is what? Seeing the unseen. Receiving what you don't see now, based on God's faithfulness. So faith will be stretched.
Okay, Pastor Peter, this is an interesting question. How do we know if we have an Isaac in our life?
You know, the reality is, many times, it's hard to tell. However, here are some things I can share with you, how you can tell. When your Isaac is affecting your walk with the Lord, when your Isaac is dragging you down. Example, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Nothing wrong. However, when that boyfriend or girlfriend is affecting your walk with the Lord, or you are trying to hide from your parents, your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's a signal that there is an Isaac. Because you are making that person more important than pleasing God. So the final test is really, is God happy with my Isaac now, with what I'm doing now with my Isaac? And God speaks to your heart. Anything that you feel you got to have in order to be happy, that's an Isaac. Anything that makes you angry when taken away from you, that's your Isaac.
Wow, very nice. We're very encouraged by that answer, Pastor Peter. And actually, we have one more question for you. And of course, we know that during these times, and this year especially, Christmas is going to be very different, very unique for all of us. So with that being said, what are some tips that you can give us and everyone that we can have to share and point people to Jesus, and also share God's love and provisions to others who don't know Jesus, but doing all of these things despite our situation with the lockdown, our physical limitations, and also our own personal struggles?
I believe during this lockdown, it is an opportunity to celebrate Christmas properly. Why? Because we don't have so many unnecessary activities. The family can invite a few friends to just focus on the true meaning of Christmas. And I believe all of us, all followers of Jesus, can take this opportunity to really prepare themselves to share the true meaning of Christmas and to make it so meaningful. I have friends who told me, just recently, when I explained to them the meaning of Christmas, they say this Christmas will be different. They will celebrate it differently. So God many times will use lockdown to slow us down so that we will appreciate the true meaning of Christmas.
Thank you, Pastor Peter. So those are our questions for this Sunday's Fast Track. And we just wanted to let all of you know that this message and all of our other messages are available every hour, all throughout the week online.
Yes, and you can watch the services on demand via the CCF website, CCF mobile app, Facebook page, and YouTube channel.
Yes, and you can share this message with all of your family and your friends all throughout the world.
Yes, and also lastly, we would just like to invite you to check out Kaibigan the series if you have time.
It's the first ever Christian TV series airing on GMA every Saturday morning, 9 a.m., and it talks about all about the ways to cope with the different struggles that we have during this pandemic, all through biblical resolutions. So check it out. My brother and I are in it, so check it out, guys.
Thank you all. Merry Christmas, and God bless you.
God bless.
God bless.